Recently, I started treating myself like an athlete, and the results are shocking, bro. My anxiety dropped 90%, my confidence went up, I feel so energetic. People treat me with so much respect that is crazy, bro. Bro, the reason you're feeling anxious, you're stressed all the time, you are tired, you are lazy, you can't get up from the couch, you don't feel like doing even the most basic tasks. That's what's giving you anxiety, stress, and this uh, lack of energy and fatigue. Not because you're weak, you're not broken or anything. You're just lacking a system and a structure and a solid routine that will keep you moving, that will give you good momentum, that will make you flow in life. So, when I started treating myself like an athlete, all this fatigue, anxiety, stress, and all these negative emotions and problems, they suddenly went away because I started living with a purpose. I started treating myself like a man. I started treating myself like an athlete who would treat himself or herself seriously by eating well, sleeping well, never postponing anything because postponing anything, procrastination is the number one reason you're so anxious, bro. I realized this recently. I started uh, doing things that I'm postponing. When I started doing that, my anxiety faded away like so fast, and my stress went down, and I stopped waking up late. I started to wake up early, and it was easy to get out of bed by just stopping postponing things. I used to be the most anxious person you would meet, the most anxious man. And I always wondered why I'm so anxious, why I'm stressed, why I struggle to talk with people, why I struggle to connect with other people. I always wondered that. And I always admired athletes and celebrities. And I was wondering like how can I be so confident? How can they be so calm? And even though they have so much pressure, and after researching so much this stuff, because I was living life in hard mode with this anxiety and stress, I came to the conclusion that the reason they are so calm and so confident in themselves is not because they're magical or they're born like that. It's just because they have routines and systems that make the good results that they want compound. Because what you're doing right now, as you're watching this video, you are compounding terrible things to your life. You're attracting terrible things to your life. When you sleep late, wake up late, sleep 3 hours a day, eat junk food, watch P, and do bad things like, I don't know, drinking alcohol, smoking cigarettes, and you do these things consistently, what happens? The bad results of these things compound and start giving you the side effects. So what the athletes do, they create systems and routines that make good things compound. So when you sleep well, consistently, you eat well, you train, you go for walks, you drink water instead of fuzzy drinks and stuff like that. You compound the good results. And what are the good results? You have sharp mental state, you have high confidence, you have no to low anxiety, your stress is low, you feel calm, you have a good aura, you you show up as the most confident version of yourself every day. So these are the things that compound. So when you treat yourself like an athlete, you will be confident. You have no anxiety. You will be feeling the best every day. So the $1 million question: how can you live like an athlete? What can you do? It's not that complicated, to be honest. All you have to do is to create a daily structure from morning to night. You should have structured things you do every day. You shouldn't be living your life randomly. You shouldn't be going to the gym whenever you feel like because willpower, we all know it does not last. And if you're If you're relying on willpower and your emotions, you never get anything done. You're not going to uh, progress in your life. You're not going to achieve your goals. You're going to be motivated for a few days if you rely on willpower, and eventually you will crash. And this will just feed your anxiety, your stress, and you will be even more fatigued and even more depressed. So, what can you do? So, what I personally do is I create a Google Calendar where I time block the activities I need to be doing every day, and I put down or write down the exact tasks that I need to be doing every day, and never postpone them, because I know once I postpone anything, it will stay on the background of my mind, giving me stress and anxiety. Think of your brain like a browser, and the more tabs you have open, the more stress it generates. So if you have a lot of tabs, which are a lot of tasks that are being open, that are postponed, you are creating so much distress in your brain and you don't even realize it. And then you go to try to fix it by buying supplements and medicine that doesn't work, while the root cause is just stop procrastinating and do things that you promise yourself to do. So one of the benefits of creating systems and a structure that makes you treat yourself like an athlete is you will be doing things every day based on the structure that you created. And eventually, you will feel so good about yourself. Your self esteem will go up because you're doing things that you promised yourself to do. So, the worst thing for your confidence and your stress and your mental state health is to not keep the promises that you make to yourself. When you keep the promises you make to yourself, you will have strong self-esteem and strong confidence. So stop half-assing everything you do in your life and start treating yourself like an athlete by creating a system and a daily routine and an organized daily structure where you attack everything you say you would do. And this way, you will be feeling your best every day. Your anxiety will drop, your stress will drop, and you will feel so good, and you will achieve so much in a very short amount of time. So if you're interested into creating a structure like mine that keeps me motivated, keeps me energetic, keeps me focused on my mission and not be distracted by cheap dopamine stuff, I highly recommend you to check out my Calendly link so you can book a one-on-one call so I can help you turn your life around and live the life you deserve. So let me know what you think about what I talked about in this video and your struggles with discipline and mental health. I would like to learn more about your problems by dropping a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe, because I will be sharing a lot of tips with you on how to level up in life as a man. Thank you for watching, and see you on the other side.